So there's been yet another criminal investigation launched against the Trump administration and Donald Trump himself specifically. And if you're asking yourself, I thought he was immune from prosecution. Yes, in the United States. So I'm going to tell you about two more complaints lodged against the Trump administration at the UN Human Rights Council. The latest one came from the president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, who says the United States government has been criminalizing poverty and migration when it did its extrajudicial killing of at least 11 citizens of another nation by just blowing up the boats, accusing them of being gang members, whatever, or a cartel. That's not how we do things. International laws say that if you're going to do that, you do have the rights. It has to be proportionate. So someone bringing in drugs, you don't just kill the people. And it has to be imminent. What eminence is there? No, it didn't exist. And the proportionality. The proportion of bringing in drugs to just killing people extrajudicially, yeah, investigate that. And then secondly, Maxine Waters, on behalf of a mom to a autistic deaf boy who was a U.S. citizen who was detained by ICE and a bunch of others, says that the United States government is doing what's called ethnic cleansing, trying to rid the country of Hispanic and Latino people by rounding them up, denying them the due process rights to present evidence to say that they're not actually whatever they're being accused of, treating them inhumanely, shackling people, putting people in straitjackets, being really, really violent to folks, bruising people up, just violating their human rights. And we already know, I've already shared with you that the men that the Trump administration just rounded up, accused of being gang members without giving them the due process rights, that even the United States Supreme Court justices, all 9 of them, said they were entitled to present evidence to refute claims that they were gang members, send them to be tortured for 100 days. Family members of 4 of those men have accused the United States of involuntary disappearance. United States and El Salvador. I saw El Salvador's response. I didn't see America's response. So that is just but 3. I'm sure there's others because we see the human rights violations. So since our Supreme Court seems to have abdicated its duty and obligation to maintain the balance of power, interpret it as such, and the Congress, the Republicans in Congress have abdicated their duty to uphold the Constitution and fight on behalf of the American people and residents of the United States, we have to look outside to international courts, to international bodies to investigate and start the complaint process. I'm fully confident that at some point we have a Democratic president. There's 5 years of statute of limitations. There's going to be some accountability. Until then, we'll see what happens with the international courts. JJ Legal, each one teach one. Share this video. I'll keep you updated.